the likeness.
And for such a legislation to be made, it has to be made by the one who knows the future and knows the unknown and knows everything. Bring me anybody on the face of the earth that makes a legislation, and in this legislation there are things that are set and doable at every time and every place, and the legislation is there in any condition, anytime, like praying and so on, and its rules, and zakah and its rules, and if it's not mandatory, then it's not mandatory. So, and then leaves out in the same legislation certain things that turn rightly so to be different in regards to circumstances, places, societies, as well as time. Isn't this a miracle, ya ikhwa? Do you understand the argument that I'm making? The argument that I'm trying to make is that this is a miracle that you witness with your own eyes. That there are things that are considered good at every time, every place, you name it, and things that are considered to be evil. Let me give you some examples. Drinking alcohol. Drinking alcohol, you can never claim that it is, nowadays it's fine. No, nowadays there are rules and there are stuff and it's fine and there are so many people doing it. And how many people go victim for this? How many a time have we heard that somebody was lost his life, for example, or a whole family lost their lives? Why? Because someone drove while under the influence of intoxicants. The forbidding intoxicants make you avoid this situation altogether, isn't it? See how this is? Even though there were no cars at the time of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but still they do this evil at any time, any place, any situation. It leads to this evil, horrendous evil. Yani some of the most violent evil things, people losing their lives, families losing children, because somebody is under intoxicants. And then the person himself is also suffering immensely. Yes, he took a horrendous decision and choice, but yet again, he's not realizing what he's doing. So now he finds himself locked up for life or undergoing some very, very life-destroying punishment that would destroy his life because he did what? He took intoxicants. See how this is? But what about dutifulness to one's parents? If it was said that you need to visit your parents every day, becomes difficult, doesn't it? Or you need to do so and so. You set a certain thing for the dutifulness of your parents. Then it becomes difficult. However, here it is, and it becomes limited as well. But here, with the changes of circumstances and with the changes of even with technology and so on that are coming, somebody can be dutiful to his parents by sending them money, working somewhere else and sending them money and checking up on them with the telephone and so on. Some people, they even open the camera and every day, and they talk to their parents and they are in connection like that, and they send them, for example, they help them economically and financially, and they need that. They need the financial help. We say this is birr. It is not just that you have to go there and visit them every day. So you cannot now do hijrah, or you cannot, and this is what birr is and other means are not. No. It was not identified as Imam Sa'di rahimahullah ta'ala described it here. He said, لِيَعُمَّ, in order to encompass everything that is new and that happens and changes over time and place and situation. Who can make such a legislation? Now keep in mind, it's not just this one example. You're going to find so many examples. This is just the category. But who can legislate like this, ya ikhwa? Allahu Akbar. This is a miracle. You see with your own eyes, nobody's capable of doing this. Nobody is capable of knowing exactly which ruling should not be specified so that over thousands of years maybe, but we know 1,400 years, it will be fulfilled differently and rightly so, and it's still considered correct and fulfillment. Yet other things over the span of life itself. There will always be bad and there will always be good, and this is how you would fulfill them, and only in these ways. Who can make such a claim? And it would turn out to be correct. No one. No one can make a full legislation like this. No one. Therefore, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dares all of humanity and jinn kind, قُلْ لَأَنِ اجْتَمَعَتِ الْإِنسُ وَالْجِنُّ عَلَىٰ أَن يَأْتُوا بِمِثْلِ هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ لَا يَأْتُونَ بِمِثْلِهِ. Say, if all of mankind and jinn kind as well, they would gather in order to produce something like this Quran, they're not able to do so. Allah mentioned this in the Quran itself. Why? Because nobody can do this. Nobody can make such a legislation. Maybe hours later you're going to find faults and flaws and it needs to be remodified. Imagine after 10 years or 20 years with technology. Imagine after 100 years. Imagine after 1,400 years. It would be obsolete. Nobody would even bat an eye for it. No, the Quran, it is the solution. People are calling for it. They're saying, apply it. All the solutions will be there. Subhanallah. No.